Hello and welcome back to Asanas and Wellness. If this is your first time here, my name is Latoya. Today I'll be guiding you through a feel-good, gentle morning flow. All right, so we'll only need blocks. Well, actually, blocks are optional. You may find them helpful, but you can definitely do this whole sequence without any props. All right, so if you're ready, let's get started. So we'll begin our practice in Sukhasana with our legs crossed, spine straight. Be tilting your pelvis forward just a bit, grounding your sit bones to the mat. And from here, we will start with a few shoulder circles. You may want to close your eyes. On an inhale, send your shoulders up. And on the exhale, round back. Inhale up. And exhale, drop them back. And just continue this at your own pace for a few breaths. Just allowing yourself to relax more and more with each exhale. Begin to soften. Then reverse and bring your shoulders forward. So inhaling up. And exhale, dropping your shoulders forward. And after your next round, go ahead and return back to neutral. Now extend your right hand out to the side, placing your fingertips down to the mat beside you. And then begin to tilt your head so that your left ear is going down toward your left shoulder. Maybe slowly or just slightly drop your chin down towards your chest. Though I'm calling this a morning sequence, it's actually going to be a really great sequence anytime that you just need a mood boost. You just want to feel good. And on an inhale, return back to center. And let's extend the left arm this time out to the side, fingertips down to the mat. Slowly tilt your head towards the right, maybe rolling your chin down slightly towards your chest. So you feel a gentle stretch along the side, the left side, maybe close to the back of the neck. And on the next inhale, return to neutral. You can go ahead and slowly open your eyes and let's interlace your fingers. Flip your palms, bring them up to the sky. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, go ahead and take a slight bend over towards the right. Extending through your crown. Inhale up to center, and on an exhale, over to the left. Now coming back to center, go ahead and Bring your hands down and we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Just moving your hands an inch or so up, curl your toes, pressing your hips up towards the sky. Maybe pedaling out your feet. And then begin to walk forward towards the top of the mat to find our dangling pose. Grabbing onto opposite elbows. Sitting your hips up towards the sky. Looking for maybe a gentle release in the spine. As well as a nice stretch along the back body. And now dropping your fingertips down. Go ahead and drop your hips a bit. Bring your arms up to find chair pose. Your weight into your heels. And on an exhale, come up to standing. Take a slight back bend and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold, bringing your torso parallel to the mat. Exhale, back down to forward fold. Plant your palms. Step back to plank. I'm going to bring my knees to the mat. Feel free to stay in full plank if you like. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in, slowly lowering down. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and extend your right foot up. Maybe bend to your right knee, opening through that hip. And then step your right foot up so that it's on the outside of your right hand. For a lizard pose, left knee to the mat, allowing yourself to sink into lizard. Now bringing your right hand to your right thigh, gently twisting, sending your gaze up, still sinking down in your hips. Exhale, come back to center. Now let's go ahead and bring your right foot in a bit so that it's more in line with your hip for low lunge. Swoop your hands up. Now drop your left hand to the back of your left thigh for a slight side bend here. Extending up through your right hand, through your crown. And exhale back to center. Half split. Go ahead and straighten that right leg. You may have to adjust your foot a bit. Straighten that leg. Your left hip in line with the knee. Feel like a gentle stretch along the back of that right leg. And rolling forward, we're going to kind of shimmy our foot over towards the left side of the mat now for pigeon pose. Lowering that right knee. If you need a block under your right hip for support, go ahead and do that now. Extending up, inhale. Exhale, coming down to your forearms. If you like, go ahead and bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. Whatever feels accessible to you today. Just taking a few breaths here. And then go ahead and begin to press yourself up. and find downward facing dog. And we'll take this sequence on the other side. Go ahead and walk your feet forward to the top of the mat for dangling pose. Drop your hands, swoop your arms up, send your hips down for chair pose. Maybe this time come up, see if you can come up to the balls of your feet. Keeping your ankles in line. Try to avoid the flare out. All right, bring your heels down. Coming up, slight back bend. And exhale all the way down, to forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, take your version of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, this time lift your left leg. Bending that leg, opening through the hip. Now stepping that foot forward. Dropping your right knee. Bringing that left foot to the outside of the left hand for lizard pose. You can also bring blocks here under your hands if that feels better. Left hand on your left thigh. Take a twist. Gazing up. And exhale, release. Now let's bring your foot over for our low lunge. Arms up. Now let's drop the right hand to the back of the right thigh. Still reaching up. Similar to reverse warrior. And exhale back to center. Find your half splits. Adjusting if needed. Running your toes up. On an exhale, rolling forward, shimmying our foot over to come into pigeon pose. Left knee behind left wrist, left foot behind the right wrist. Inhale and exhale, come forward either to your elbows or bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. All right, and pressing yourself back up, find our final downward facing dog. Go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat. And from here, we will find a reclined position. Coming to our backs. We'll start here. Now roll over. Extend your right arm up. Roll over onto your right side. Now bend your left knee. Reach back and grab either your ankle or around the top of your foot for a side lying stretch, a quad stretch. Slowly release that foot. Now bend your knees. And then bring your left hand. And we're going to open up into our spinal twist. Extending both arms out to each side. Making sure that your left shoulder is to the mat. If you need to, you can use a block and prop it between your knees. If you need help with that. And on an inhale, bring your knees up, back to a reclined position. And we'll take this to the other side. So extending your right arm up, we'll roll over. Grabbing your foot or ankle for your quad stretch. Try to avoid being up like this, but keeping your hips in line. And exhale, release. Go ahead and bend your knees. And as high as you'd like. Open up your chest. Extend arms to both sides for your spinal twist. And on an inhale, bring your knees up. Now let's go ahead and extend the legs for Shavasana. If you're allowing your feet to fall open, want your hands to fall open to each side. Here for just a moment. We want to keep this energy. So while we're here, maybe allowing yourself to either just do a little check-in. See how you feel right now. Try to find what feels different. Or maybe you choose to use this minute to think about your day and to visualize your day. Visualize things going the way that you need them to go. And allowing yourself to feel what that feels like. Now, if you like, you can definitely remain in Shavasana for as long as you need to. But when you're ready, go ahead and begin to make gentle movements. You're rocking your head side to side, rolling your ankles and your wrists. Slowly extend your hands overhead for a nice long stretch. Fingers wide, toes pointed. And on an exhale, bring it in and go ahead and roll over to one side. Press yourself up to meet back in our Sukhasana, or cross-leg position. Bringing your palms together at your heart center. We'll end this practice with a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste.